Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we're standing out in front of the corporate offices of Team Santa Rosa. And recently in the news in Mobile County with the situation with Commissioner Nodine, it has been brought to our attention through the Pensacola News Journal that Birdwell and Associates received $500,000 from Mobile County in a marketing effort. And we would like to remind you that during our efforts of marketing for the tanker project that in Santa Rosa County, there was a no bid, very little discussion contract for Birdwell and Associates where she received $200,000 of our money. In this show we'll go into a little more detail of what we found and what we got for $200,000. But we want you to know that we're out here and working for you out here in the hot sun to track your every single tax dollar, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We had just a couple minutes there. I hope you enjoyed the little talk out there. It's been
field trip.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been on a field trip, Deborah.
Yeah, especially to our economic development.
Yeah, you know, it felt good to be standing out in front of Area 51 again, as was named by a journalist that I once knew. And of course, you know,
an opinionated journalist.
Since that time, when you labeled it Area 51, quite a few of the bricks of the wall have been torn down.
They've moved the alien bodies to another warehouse. And now the meetings are open to the public.
Yeah, so you know, from time to time we still have a. Well, listen to this. I'm gonna do a new one on you. From time to time we have naysayers that throw rocks at us that say we haven't accomplished anything. How's it feel, naysayers? But we did. The meetings are open to the public. The records are open to the public. Actually,
as far as we know.
As far as we know, Deborah and I, we made a trip to Team Santa Rosa, and we want to tell you why. Well, actually, I had an interest all along in the Birdwell contract.
Yes.
But
let's just quickly recap.
Right.
In 2008, I believe it was October, Santa Rosa County handed Birdwell and Associates, which is a PR firm, public relations firm out of Pensacola, $200,000 to do marketing. $200,000, and ladies and gentlemen, I know some of my critics tire of me saying this, but it was a no bid contract. It was not put out as a request for proposal. Birdwell Inc. just showed up. Suddenly we needed them. There's nothing that we need more than them. And this was to supposedly market the area for the tanker airplane contract that has thus far not happened.
Right. And
that was going to go to Mobile.
It recently we found out through the Pensacola News Journal, and hey, Pensacola News Journal, you did a good job on that. They had uncovered that Birdwell had received $500,000 from
Mobile County.
From Mobile County. And
for marketing, I assume. You
know, the curious kind of people that we are, we just thought it was time to revisit that. So, you know, just to play it back to you, Deborah and I, we were in a meeting, and all of a sudden we need this PR firm
this was in 08.
In 08, yeah. and there was some questions raised on, hey, wait a second, there's other PR firms. You know, how do we know that's a good price? You know, how is that the best way to do something?
I actually spoke before the county commission when that happened, and I asked them if they thought it was ethical to offer this enormous contract as a no bid, and nobody had any problems with it.
Right. Yeah, well, it was business as usual.
Yes.
With the 5 county commissioners you had at that time.
I told them I thought it was unfair contracting practices.
Right, right. And I think, you know, look, I certainly agree with that, and anybody that's watching this TV show agrees with that also. When you're You know, when you're at your house and you're spending your own money, and your brother-in-law is in the air conditioning business, well, if you want to hire your brother-in-law, that's your personal business, and go ahead. I don't care.
Right.
You know, the issue in this from day one has always been this was taxpayer money. There was very little discussion. There was very little to say about qualifications of Birdwell. It was just, here she is, and we have to act on this immediately.
Give me some money.
Right, and look, we'll take it a step further for you, ladies and gentlemen. The contract was let. A web page was built. Now, I will tell you that, and I wish I would have kept I wish I'd have kept a copy of it. But when the web page was built, one of the pictures that was on the cover of it was a lady with her small child standing on a beach that had brown sand on it.
Yes.
Now,
it was a Miami-esque.
I don't know. I think we are quote unquote known for our sugar white sand beaches, and so here you have a PR firm that we've just paid $200,000 to, that I guess went through the internet and found a photo to shop.
We don't know where they got it from.
And but puts a photo up there that's completely not, in no way, shape, or form represents what our area is about.
And you brought that to their attention.
I did, and finally it was... I
think you got a thank you, didn't you?
oh yeah. Yeah, they were most appreciative of me pointing out.
Did you get any kind of subcontract type?
No, they didn't include me. No, they didn't. They just...
consultant fee?
Very, very quietly, the photo was changed out, you know. And look, and I'm going to take a moment to say something about that. Folks, that's taxpayers' money that went to this. Got major problems up front, no bid contract, very little discussion. You know, we're told we've got to do this, we've got to do this. And their first work product didn't even represent the local community.
In the sense that the beach was brown.
Right. And then on top of that, we learned that the Escambia County Economic Development is going to have the, I guess, password or the codes to the web page, so that if any company happens to respond to it, they get to look at it first, you know, and it just...
Well, we don't know if that's the case now.
Well, no, it's different now, but at that time, that was discussed in a meeting. Yes,
okay.
Escambia County, the leads will come into them, and then they will be...
It was discussed at the time,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Right.
And I just think the whole thing was wrong. But
well, what I was told was that Escambia would be putting up, or actually Pensacola Economic Development,
Bay Area Chamber of Commerce.
So, some of the high-ranking economic development agency personnel in the Pensacola area would be putting up some kind of manpower.
Right.
I think, if I recall correctly, they were going to be administering the website.
I mean, I know. I personally pressed pretty hard, and basically, for a 3-county area, Santa Rosa County was the only county that put any money into this.
We put the money up.
We put the money up. Somebody else administered the webpage.
Right.
And so we went to Team Santa Rosa today, and
we should mention that at the time that the Santa Rosa County Commission approved the $200,000, they said that there were going to be monthly updates.
Right.
On where the money was going.
Right. And that was key to me. All right. Roughly, give or take a few days, Birdwell was in charge of this contract for about 5 months.